Hey folks, this is a music call video. The first half of the CDs that I'm going to show you are CDs that I picked up when I traded some books into Half Price Music and Books. And the second half are CDs that I picked up at Better Days Records. So let's get started. This first album is from one of my favorite singers, the Reverend Al Green. This is Everything's Okay. Now this is not a gospel album, despite the album being put out in the name Reverend Al Green. This is a Blue Note release. There's the inside. Nice picture of Al in there. Yeah. Now, I have not heard this album, but unless gospel music has changed, I'm thinking that songs like "Be My Baby" and "I Want to Hold You" are not gospel songs. That's fine. I'll listen to this man sing anything. The Reverend Al Green. The next album, oh man, this is the title on this one. It's Peter Case, and the title is "The Man with the Blue Postmodern Fragmented Neo-Traditionalist Guitar." Yeah. Peter Case, being kind of a pop folk artist that used to be in a group called the Plimsouls. There's the back. This is a 89 release, it looks like, on Geffen. I do like the way Half Price Music and Books put the CD in upside down so that when you open it you can just check the condition of the CD right away. Not much to see on the inside. But again, I haven't heard this album either, but I am a big fan of Peter Case, so I had to pick that one up. This next album is kind of a curiosity to me. It's Johnny Cash, Songs of Our Soil. Love Cash. I'm not sure what to think about this album. Maybe I need to go back and look at his discography a little closer, but this is not put out on Columbia Records. It's put out on Not Now Music. It is 2 discs. It's kind of a cool picture of Johnny on the inside. Both discs say Songs of Our Soil, but if you read the back, disc 1 says Songs of Our Soil with some bonus tracks, and disc 2 is Hymns by Johnny Cash, again with some bonus tracks. So this was a good 2-disc set to pick up. But I'm just kind of curious, with it not being on Columbia, what those recordings are. I need to sit down and listen to it. The next artist, I picked up a couple of his solo albums. Phil Collins, of course. Hello, I Must Be Going. Great album with songs like I Don't Care Anymore, You Can't Hurry Love. Yeah, I like Phil. And then, of course, I picked up No Jacket Required. Another great album with Sussudio, I Don't Want to Know, Only You Know and I Know. Like some Phil. I'm late to the game when it comes to classic rock too. Picked up Led Zeppelin's In Through the Outdoor. Don't know much about this album, but it's about time I give Zeppelin a try, I guess. I am a big blues rock fan, and Plant's voice is, I don't think I liked it when I was younger, but of course I think the first thing I heard him really sing was with the Honey Drippers, and I for some reason that music at that age just didn't, as a teenager, and the Honey Drippers just never really clicked with me then. I don't know if I gave them a try now if it'd be different or not. The next two albums come from one of my favorite bands, new favorite bands. Kind of discovered them last year. Scorpions. Found Breakout. I will say this about Half Price Music. A lot of times they will put these type of albums out for $3, or these CDs, and that's awesome. So when I traded in a bunch of books, I ended up buying these and still walking out with a little bit of money. Also picked up Love at First Sting. I still say it's probably not a wise idea to make out with your tattoo artist while he's trying to do his work. Just food for thought. I do have, you probably have seen me show this on vinyl. I do have it on vinyl, but I couldn't resist, at $3, I couldn't resist picking it up on disc. Because I think I only paid a couple bucks for it on album. So, alright, so this next band I haven't heard in a long time. Oh man, we're sitting on buttons again, Jake. Hang on, buddy. Let me slide the keyboard. There we go. You're alright. You're alright, right there. There you go. Alright, so I haven't heard this band in a long time. I had this on cassette. Living Color, Vivid. I do like this band. So I was very, very pleased to stumble across this disc. The next one, I've never seen before, but I'm just now getting into this band. It's Helloween live at San Pelo. The cover says Keeper of the Seven Keys, The Legacy World Tour 2005-2006. So I know Keeper of the Seven Keys was a two-part album series by Helloween. I don't know. I need to research this and see if maybe songs from both albums are represented on this 2-disc set. It is 2-disc. Very nicely done. Helloween just is a band that I don't know very well, but everything I've been hearing from them I like. So I've been picking up their stuff when I see it. And the final album I got at Half Price, I found this kind of box set. Now this one cost me, I believe, $5 or $6. Flotsam and Jetsam, Doomsday for the Deceiver. It's the 30th anniversary set. And so, whoops, sorry buddy, Not trying to pop you in the nose. Whoop. So we got the 2 disc. There's a DVD. One of them's a DVD. I guess this first one, yeah, this first one is the 2 audio disc in one, and then this third one is the DVD. Oh, there we go. With the just kind of a plainish black cover. But all right, so that's Flotsam and Jetsam. Not familiar too much with them either, but I couldn't help pick that up because it looks so interesting. Now, this next little group is our CDs that I picked up at Better Days Music. Better Days, when I walked in that day, they had a whole bin that said used metal. So I went through it, and I was seeing bands that I've seen talked about on other people's channels. Saw a Warbringer album and thought of Farley, and saw a number of albums. There's one group though I was particularly interested in, and 4 of their albums were in there, so I went ahead and got all 4 of those. That group is Man of War. Now, here's the thing with I'm trying to remember where, because I've heard of Man of War, and I'm wanting to say that Cassette is God played them at one point, but I can't remember. I think it was Cassette is God that played them, was where I heard of them. By the way, where is Cassette is God? He's fallen off the planet. But anyway, Man of War. I just like their sound, and they're just so over the top. I like a little cheese in my heavy metal. So I picked up this one, Man of War, Hail to England. It's a 84 release. Then I picked up this Man of War. The Triumph of Steel. 1992 release on Atlantic. Boy, they drive me crazy with these stickers that they put on the fronts. Front of the jewel case. Some of these covers kind of remind me of Conan the Barbarian or Thor, or a combination of the two. And then picked up this Man of War, Warriors of the World. And then they had one more, Louder Than Hell. Yeah. Great artwork on the covers. Then I actually found this this album, a month or so ago, I found the disc and the front cover in that haul from the Great Escape Sidewalk sale back in June. But this time I found the entire album, so I went ahead and got it. It is Warlock, Triumph and Agony with Doro Pesch. So I was glad to pick that one up too. And then finally, the last CD on this video. It's not metal, but there's been so much talk. Shannon, she's been talking about this band. I think she ranked their albums, maybe. Can't remember. I know, or she got some VCLT. Maybe it was that she got some VCLT from oh, is I totally blank? Who? I can't remember. But anyway, I picked up Rush, because 2112, because I've never really given them a chance, and from what I've heard so far, maybe this is a little bit like Led Zeppelin, where I didn't really like Robert Plant's voice in the past, but now it doesn't bother me. I think maybe that might be the same case with Rush and Geddy Lee. I think maybe his voice turned me off in the past, but I was listening to this album and his voice sounded fine. So I think I'm really going to enjoy this album a lot. But that's what I picked up at those two stops. I got a couple more big. There was another sidewalk sale at the Great Escape. I'll be filming a video on that soon. And I also took a bunch of my mom's old CDs and traded them in at the Book and Music Exchange. And so I've got a big pile there to show as well. So anyway, that'll wrap up this video. Hope you all are having a great night, great weekend, and I'll see you soon.